Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Sam and it's lovely to meet you. If you're not new around here, welcome back to the fun house. If you have not already guessed by the thumbnail today, I am going to be ranking my palettes that I've tried throughout the month of February. I don't have many palettes to rank with you guys today, so it's going to be a short and sweet one, which I don't normally do. My videos, can be quite long, I don't know you. So let's just dive straight into it and let's show you the palettes I loved through January. I actually only have 5 palettes to rank for you this month. That is absolutely crazy. Now, as I said in my last ranking video, this is simply going to be new palettes that I've tried. If I've used a palette that I already own more than twice in a month, then I'll throw it into the rankings video. But other than that, if I've only used it like once, like I went out the other night and I used Pat McGrath Moonlit Seduction, I haven't ranked that just because I haven't used it more than twice. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to just use the palette and throw it back in. I want to at least use it more than twice in a month. So I know I've used other palettes throughout this month, but I've only used them once. So I haven't thrown them into this collection. But yeah, let's dive into number 5. I just want to put a little disclaimer. I don't think I actually dislike any of these palettes this month. There are things that I don't like within the palette, but other than that, all round, I actually really enjoyed working with these palettes. So there, yeah, basically. Number 5 is actually a palette that my boyfriend bought me for Valentine's Day. Bless him, he does not do like makeup and he doesn't have a clue. But yeah, he bought me 2 palettes and I've used one twice this month. So I'm definitely going to throw this one in here. I don't know where he got it from, so I can't link it unfortunately. I think it's from Amazon, so if you know then, or you want to go and research, I don't, just because, I think it's a bit rude. But yeah, if you want to go and look it up, you definitely can. I think it's called Aflano, and this one is called the Dream Purple, but it's pink packaging, which is a little bit confusing. But yeah, this is the colour story on the inside, and I've got to say, we only had a very small budget. We'd already bought some expensive things, so the last little bits were just a little something. So I know that these weren't expensive products, so I don't know if what I was expecting, that's the word I'm after. I don't know what I was expecting from something that was relatively on the cheaper side. I don't normally buy, I know it sounds a little bit snobby, but I don't normally buy cheaper eyeshadow palettes just because sometimes they're not that good. I'm just gonna point blank say it, they're just shit. But this one actually really surprised me, and it was really good that he kind of stepped me out of my comfort zone without him actually knowing, because I would never have picked something like this up. I don't tend to shop on, I'm guessing, Amazon for makeup. So yeah, the only reason that it's ranking at number 5 is it does have pressed glitters, and I just don't like them. I just don't like pressed glitters. The shimmers in here, they're nothing special, but the mattes are really, really good, and they're really blendable, and you have a really light matte up here, so that's really easy to blend out. You have dark, you have your mid-tones, you have a little bit of everything, and I just thought it was really, really good. There's definitely a good mix of shimmers and mattes in this, which again is really, really good. Pressed glitters, no thank you. I did actually use one, but it just was not for me. It is a little bit it reminds me a little bit just of the the hybrid gel formula from the Be Perfect, but it's a little bit more glittery, if that makes sense. It's not like a chunky glitter like a pressed glitter, but it's not the hybrid gel. It's like in the middle, leaning more towards pressed glitter. But yeah, it's a really good palette, and I would definitely pull it out again. But I'd just probably pull in my Olden's Eye shimmers or my Gourmand Girls shimmers, an all shimmer palette, just to help it along. But no, it was a really good palette, and it was really blendable, and it took a little longer to blend, but I got it there, got it where I wanted it, and I was really happy with it. I was really happy with the formula. So he bought this one, and he also bought a blue version, which I've used it on the inner corner, but I haven't actually got ready to fully using it. But if it's the same quality of this one, it'll definitely come in the next ranking video, I'm hoping. So yeah, keep a lookout for that one and the colour story. The next one coming in at 4th place. This was a brand that was new to me. I'd never tried the brand before, and it was a brand that I was excited to try, and then they kind of let me down with their, you know, comments over Instagram. But I'm not going to go into that too much on this video, because I did do a full in-depth reasoning behind the palette on the video that I did. I haven't done a video on this one, but the next 4 palettes I have done videos on. Yeah, but sorry, I have got a cough. The next one I'm talking about is the Adept Arrow inspired palette. Oh my god. So this packaging is absolutely stunning. I've never watched Arrow. I don't understand the program. I don't understand the names of the shimmers, but I've got to say, the first couple of times that I used this, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I could not get it to work for me. It was creasing, it was ending up all in my eyebrows, it was, well, maybe not my eyebrows, but you know, it was transferring throughout the day. Terrible. The mattes were really, really patchy. I was just like, what the hell is going on? But I think I did like a couple of quick looks when I was going to work. I used this and it was very, very quick, and sometimes I want that from a palette, do you know what I mean? I want to be able to do something super, super quick and walk out the door. You just can't do that with this palette, unfortunately. You do kind of have to sit and think. I mean, you only have like five mattes to work with. And they all, once I've sat down and I've played with this a couple more times, the mattes actually work so well together. They really do. They're absolutely beautiful together. But yeah, I don't think I was doing something wrong. I really was. Don't know if it was my eyeshadow primer. I don't know. And then, you know, I was using NYX glitter glue, and I think I was putting too much on, and so it was transferring all up into my eyelids. So yeah, it was just an absolute nightmare. But then I've used it a couple more times, and I've sat and I've actually really played with the palette, and I've really gave it some chance, and honestly it's a really beautiful palette. It really is. The shimmers in here they're stunning. They're really stunning. But yeah, I have, like I say, I have a video up on my channel using this palette, and it's nice. It's a really nice palette, and I do think that I'm going to be using for it if I ever want to create like a bluey green or just a green look. But yeah, I really do, and I think I would try something else from the brand. So glad I didn't try the mystery box, because that palette just does not scream to me. But no, I really did end up enjoying this. Just the first few times, it just took me a little while to get to grips with it, but now. Right, the next 3, oh god, the next 3 were so hard, you guys. They were so hard to choose from. I didn't know. Any one of these could have been number 1. I don't know if I've ranked them in the right place. I don't know, don't come for me, because it was really difficult. But we're going to roll with it. Okay, so coming in at number 3 was the Nomad Love and Death palette. This is their most recent collection. They brought it out for Valentine's Day. Again, I have a video up using this. The packaging, I can see why people find it, especially people that do YouTube, I can see why people find it a little bit annoying. It is a little bit tricky to work with, but the colour story is absolutely stunning. I'm not going to lie, like the pinks, everything works so beautiful together. Yesterday I created a look with the blue and the pink sides, and it was beautiful. It really was. The only reason, I mean, I had a bit of a problem with my other palette. I now own 2 of these. Yeah, the other palette, like the shimmers were very hardly pressed, and they weren't picking up on a brush. It was mainly this shade here, Romeo. But yeah, it was really hard to pick up on a brush. It was hard to pick up on my finger. So they sent me out a new palette. Amazing customer service, like 10 out of 10. But I still find that the shimmers are still a little bit hard pressed. Like I don't know what it is. I don't think that I was expecting a massive change, like a massive difference, and there isn't a massive difference. They're still quite hard pressed, but easier to work with, if that makes sense. I can work with them easier than I could the other palette. Like that Romeo shade was just impossible to work with. I can work with the Romeo shade in this one, whereas, you know, like I said, the other one I couldn't. But yeah, they're still quite firmly pressed in there, and yeah, but it's a beautiful palette. 10 out of 10 for the packaging. It's absolutely stunning, and I really do think I might do a Nomad ranking video, maybe soon, maybe in the next couple of months, see whether they bring out anything new. But yeah, I do really love the brand, and they are amazing. So if you don't, definitely go check them out. If you don't, even if you don't want to buy anything, just go and check them out because they are amazing. Coming in at number 2. Okay, okay, I've done it now, it's too late. Coming in at number 2 is the new Cosmic Brushes release. This is the Muse palette. Now, when I saw this packaging, I was like, oh, it's going to be like a predominantly purple palette. Then it was opened and it was like, okay, well, it's predominantly green. Okay, we'll see. Obviously I ordered it, it sold out within 3 minutes. I know the second, like they did a pre-order straight after, and then it came out again like just the weekend just gone on the Saturday. So yeah, I'm not too sure when her next release date is, but it's a stunning palette. I know why they're sellouts. They're a UK indie brand, affordable, very, very affordable, and stunning quality. The mattes in here, they just work so well together. They're just so beautiful. Honestly, they're there's just nothing to say about the palette. It's just absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it, and it pairs so well with Serenity. So I did a look here on my YouTube where I actually put the looks together. So I did like a first look, and then I did a video with 2 looks, one with this one and one with Serenity paired together, and it just worked out really, really nice. Honestly, it was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I just think it's stunning. It's a really, really stunning palette. I can't wait to paint. It's going to be a spring palette, I think, for me. So yeah, I just absolutely love it. It's a great palette. Coming in at number 1, drum roll please, it is the palette that I have on my eyes today. It's a palette that I've struggled to put down. It's a palette that I fell in love with, that I knew I would fall in love with. Just the theming, the colour story, you know, everything. I just love it. I love it so much. It's my first time trying the brand, and I literally cannot wait to see what else they are going to release this year, because this was just fantastic. The mattes, the best mattes that I own, and I own Pat McGrath mattes, and these mattes, they're amazing. This is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Lure palette. I mean, the packaging was just me. I just love mermaid themed, fairy themed. I just love it all. Yeah, it is absolutely stunning. I love the packaging. They don't have a mirror in here, which is a little bit annoying, but I'll learn to cope with it. I love this colour story. I think it is amazing. I love how they do row by row. I think that's such a clever idea. It's so beginner friendly. All of the mattes work so well together on their own, in their own little sections. Beautiful. Together, amazing. I've used, like today, I used this and this on my outer corner. I mixed like this and this and this in the crease. I blended out with this and this. Lower lash line, I use this and this. Inner corner, this and this. Lid, this and this. Do you know what I mean? I've used so many shades in this palette today, and it's just impeccable. I absolutely love it. These mattes are just the best mattes that I own in my collection at the minute. They're the best, soft, buttery, smooth, blendable amazingness. I don't have any mattes to compare to this. Honestly, amazing. I'm so gutted that this is the only palette that I actually own from them. I feel like I want to try their bright one, but I have so many bright palettes. I'm kind of like, oh, do I really need it? But yeah, I think if they come out with another release, I am so tempted. to buy. I don't know which one it is. Is it the primal or the blends? Which one's the better one? I know that I think it's the one with like the really bright neons. I think that's the one that I want to try. I think. Let me know down in the comments. Do you own anything from Blend Bunny? What is the best palette that you own from them? I didn't pick up the Mini 4 Quad Trove palette just because it was super expensive. You know, a brand has to do what a brand has to do. I'm not here to slate them or their pricing, because yeah, I just absolutely love this. And amazing shipping. I purchased this on release day and it shipped within 2 hours. So I'm just gonna say, and that's like from abroad. I was just like, wow, that is flipping epic. So yeah, those are my whole palettes that I have to rank for you. I'm sorry that it's just a short and sweet one. I'm sorry that I haven't gone more in depth and I haven't used a lot of other palettes. But would you prefer it? Would you prefer me to just do like a small section of palettes and so I really get to know them throughout the month? Or do you prefer it when I have like 10, 11, 12 palettes that I just chuck into a ranking? Let me know down in the comments. And what were you loving? What was your favourite palette throughout the month of February? I really would love to know. And I will see you all very soon.